Ever spent hours searching for matching data across different Excel sheets? Or worse, manually copying and pasting information because you didn't know a faster way? Yeah, we've all been there. But what if I told you there's a magical function in Excel that can save you hours of work? Meet the hero of today's video, VLOOKUP. Let's dive in, and by the end of this video, you'll be a VLOOKUP pro. Ready? Let's go. End of the month again, and I need to prepare this sales report. But how do I match the product IDs from this sales data sheet with the product names from another sheet? Doing this manually will take hours. Can you relate? Well, here's the story. We're at Tech Zone, a retail company that sells electronic gadgets. Our task? Preparing a monthly sales report that combines sales data with product details. All right, here's the deal. VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. It looks for a value in the first column of a range and returns a value in the same row from another column. Think of it as Excel's way of saying, hey, find this for me and tell me what's next to it. Sounds cool, right? But how does it actually work? Let's break down the formula step by step. All right, let's break this down in the simplest way possible. Imagine you walk into a library. You have a book's serial number, but you don't know the book's name. You go up to the librarian and say, hey, I have this serial number. Can you tell me the book's title? And boom, they find the book and give you the exact name. That's exactly what VLOOKUP does in Excel. Let's decode this step by step. A2, the thing you're looking for, product ID. Think of this as the serial number of the book. In our case, it's the product ID. This is what we're searching for in another list. Product details, A to C, the place to look. Imagine this is the librarian's catalog, where all books are listed. This tells Excel, hey, search for my product ID in this specific area, not just anywhere in the sheet. Okay, we need to see product list. 2, the column where the answer lives. It is product name. All right, so once Excel finds our product ID in the first column, it needs to grab something from that row. But what? The second column. Why? Because that's where the product name is sitting, just waiting to be found. False. Exact match, no guessing. Now, here's the twist. Imagine you ask the librarian for Harry Potter, and they hand you a book that kinda sounds like it, but isn't Harry Potter. That's not what we want, right? So by setting this to false, we're telling Excel, no guessing, give me an exact match or nothing at all. Basically, we're telling Excel, look at this product ID, find it in the product details sheet, and give me the product name. Boom, there it is. Excel just pulled the product name for us. Now, instead of manually copying and pasting, all we need to do is drag this formula down the column and like magic, all the product names are filled in. Imagine doing this manually for hundreds of rows. No, thank you. See how powerful this is? This is why VLOOKUP is one of the most popular Excel functions out there. Report done in minutes and no more headaches. Now I can focus on analyzing the data rather than getting stuck with manual work. And the best part? This isn't just useful for sales reports. You can use VLOOKUP for employee records, customer information, inventory management, you name it. Once you master this, you'll be unstoppable. Oops, what's this? Hasher NA error? Don't worry, it just means Excel couldn't find a match. Maybe there's a typo, or the product ID doesn't exist in the other sheet. With iFairer, we can solve this. We're telling Excel, if you can't find it, just say not found instead of throwing an ugly error. Much cleaner, right? Little tricks like this can make you look like an Excel wizard. Keep these in your toolbox. Want to level up even more? Here are some pro tips. Use named ranges to make formulas cleaner and easier to read. Combine VLOOKUP with match for dynamic column indexing. Use wildcards for partial matches when you're not sure about the exact value. These tricks separate the beginners from the pros. Start practicing, and you'll be miles ahead of the game. Let's recap. We learned how to use VLOOKUP, solved a real-world problem, tackled common errors, and even explored advanced tricks. Not bad, right? Remember, every Excel expert was once where you are today. The more you practice, the better you get. Keep learning, keep growing. You've got this. If you found this useful, hit that like button, subscribe to Analytics Master Pro, and drop a comment on how you're planning to use VLOOKUP. I'd love to hear your stories.